Stay wired. Post-Tech Update today, we're going to revisit a top-notch call from my weekend show, The Kim Komando Show, that you absolutely need to hear. Yesterday, the United States House overwhelmingly approved a bill to ban TikTok from operating here in the U.S. But banning the popular social media app is much easier said than done. I'm Kim Komando, brought to you by SimpliSafe. Save 20% on a new SimpliSafe system with a Fast Protect plan at simplysafekim.com. The vote was 325 to 65. Democrats and Republicans overwhelmingly supported it. TikTok is bad for America. Without question, all the data it collects is given over to the Communist Chinese government. But while America has successfully pressured and on occasion even driven out Communist Chinese companies in the past, TikTok is another issue entirely. For tens of millions of mostly young people who have the app installed, the only way to stop them from using it would be a wide-scale internet block. That's something America does not do, at least not yet. And get ready, the protests from TikTok fans will be loud and disruptive. Get tech smarts with my free newsletter. Sign up at getkim.com. Okay, coming up next, a call that you're definitely going to want to hear because I bet you'll learn something new. Tom in Reno, Nevada. Hello there, Tom.
Hello. How are you, Kim?
I'm great. What's going on?
Well, I've got an issue, and I think that it's something that you might be able to address.
Okay.
Over the years, I've accumulated a lot of photos, like maybe 30,000 or more, which I store on OneDrive, and I do try and use subfolders, to specify dates and such. But what I've heard that there's flags that can be used with photos, and so I want to be able to view multiple flags. So, for instance, date, location, and say people, and be able to sort by that, or be able to extract a subset of my photos using those flags.
Sure. It's called tagging, and you're going to tag the photos. Unfortunately, OneDrive is really meant to store files, not really photos. So what we want to do is we're going to have to get all those files out of OneDrive, and then we're going to upload them into Google Photos. And so once they're in Google Photos, that's the easiest way to do it. There's a way to tag and label photos. It makes it really easy to sort and retrieve specific photos of different events. So let's say you wanted pictures of, say somebody by the name of Mary at the family reunion in Florida. So you could just say, show me all the pictures of Mary at the family reunion in Florida, and then all those pictures of Mary would pop up because it also does some facial identification and facial recognition. And then, so if you select one picture, you say, oh, this is Mary, and then it'll come back and say, tell me all the other pictures of Mary, and you say, yes, yes, yes. And then suddenly the algorithm will start learning that every time they see these characteristics that it's Mary. And then the location is embedded in a lot of these digital photos, so that location is already there. But you can go ahead and put additional descriptions in those photos too, if you wanted to. And then once you tag them, again, that's where you can view your photos by the date, the album, the location, the people, whatever it may be. But you're going to have to get those photos out of OneDrive because that's not really the tool that's going to allow you to do all of this. Make sense?
Yes, it does, and something I'm more than willing to do.
It does take some work. So here, I'm going to put you on hold, Tom, and we're going to email you over some instructions on how to do everything that I just said, step by step. So this way you're like, okay, so here's how you get your photos up there, and you add a description, and then how you can save multiple tags, and how you tag these, then how you retrieve it based on these criteria. It's really quite simple, but does require some upfront efforting because we're going to get those photos off of Microsoft and load them into Google Photos, which I think is just, it's a Google product. It works. It's phenomenal. And I know you can use other products like Adobe Lightroom or Adobe Photo, but if you're looking for just a really easy, quick way to get this done, I think that's the best solution. And Tom, thank you for your call. Hats off to you for listening. Now, if you have a tech question that has you stumped, I've got your back. Zip over to komando.com and tap that Email Kim link. Your notes, I read them all like they're just the tech gospel. And you can get Tech Smart every single day with my free newsletter. It's up for grabs over at getkim.com. That's getkim.com.